There is a kind of pain that stays very quiet. No one yells at you. No one pushes you away. They just reply slower, colder, less present. And somehow, you begin chasing them. You check your phone. You replay every sentence you said. You wonder where you went wrong. You want to send another message. You want to explain. You want to pull them back to the way they were before. But that is the dark side of the fear of rejection. It makes you chase someone who is using distance to control your emotions. In this human behavior psychology full audiobook, we're not going to say something vague like, just be more confident, or simply love yourself. We are going deeper than that. Why do you panic when someone becomes cold? Why do you try to prove your worth to someone who is not truly choosing you? Why do you keep chasing the old version of a person, even when the person in front of you has already started pulling away? And why does being pushed outside of someone else's emotions make you lose control over your own? The fear of rejection does not always begin when someone leaves. Sometimes, it begins when they become unclear. They do not fully disappear, but they are no longer clearly staying either. They still reply, but slower. They still show up, but colder. They still give you a little hope, but not enough to make you feel safe. And that in between is what traps you. A clear rejection hurts deeply, but at least it gives you an ending. Ambiguity is different. It keeps you standing in front of a half-open door, not knowing whether to walk in or walk away. You start analyzing every message, every silence, every small change in their tone. You tell yourself they are just busy, they are just tired, they just need more time. But deep down, your nervous system has already noticed something. Their warmth is pulling away, and that is why you panic. Not because you are weak, but because you are feeling the distance before your mind is ready to accept it. Keep this question in your head. Where is ambiguity controlling you the most? In love? In family? In friendship? Or at work? Because the most dangerous form of rejection fear is when you start calling ambiguity patience. You are not really chasing who they are now. You are chasing who they used to be. The version that used to reply so quickly, that used to notice every small detail, that used to make you feel special, that used to make you believe you were being chosen. But when they start turning cold, you do not just miss them, you miss the feeling they once gave you, the feeling of being noticed, being prioritized, being seen, being safe inside someone else's heart. And that is the trap. Because the fear of rejection makes you confuse disconnection with losing your value. You start thinking, if they are no longer the way they used to be, did I do something wrong? If they care less, does that mean I am no longer enough? If they are pulling away, do I need to try harder to bring them back? But the truth is much colder. Sometimes, you are not losing them. You are only losing a version of them that no longer exists. And if you keep chasing that old version, you will turn yourself into someone begging for a feeling that the person they are now no longer wants to give you. You are not chasing them. You are chasing the feeling of being chosen, the feeling they once made you addicted to. When you are afraid of rejection, you do not just negotiate with other people. You begin negotiating with yourself. You once told yourself, I will never let anyone treat me like that again. I will not chase someone who has gone cold on me. I will not over-explain myself just to be kept. But when they start becoming distant, everything inside you softens. You lower your standards little by little. You tell yourself, maybe they are just busy. Maybe they are tired. Maybe I am just too sensitive. Maybe I am asking for too much. Maybe I need to be more patient. Maybe I should be more understanding. On the outside, it looks like compassion, but deep down, it may be fear disguising itself as maturity. You start using reasons to protect the person who is making you feel unsafe. You explain their behavior for them. You downplay what they are doing. You make their coldness sound more reasonable than it really is. Not because you are truly calm, but because if you look directly at the truth, you will have to accept that they are pulling away from you. And that hurts too much. So instead, you choose to doubt yourself first. You doubt your own feelings. You doubt your own needs. You doubt your own boundaries. And that is the most dangerous part. The fear of rejection does not just make you believe them. It makes you question yourself. Some people do not pull away because they truly want to leave. They pull away to see how you will react. They become a little colder to see if you get anxious. They reply more slowly to see if you send another message. They stay silent longer to see if you start blaming yourself. This is the dangerous part. Not every distance is accidental. Some people use distance as an emotional test. They want to know, are you still easy to panic? Still easy to apologize? Still easy to explain yourself? Still willing to lower your boundaries just to make them warm again? And if you react exactly the way they expected, they understand something. They do not need to force you. They only need to withdraw their presence, and you will start chasing them on your own. That is how silent power is created. Not through yelling, not through commands, but through calculated absence. When someone knows you are afraid of losing them, they can turn their distance into a tool to control you. So when someone turns cold, do not just ask, "What did I do wrong?" Ask, do they truly need space? Or are they testing how easy I still am to control? Because someone who truly cares about you will not use their absence to measure their power over you. When the fear of rejection controls you, you are no longer yourself in love. You begin performing. You try to be sweeter, more obedient, more silent, less demanding, less honest about your own needs. You smile when you are actually hurt. You say, "It's okay," when something inside you already knows it is not. You forgive faster, not because you are truly at peace, but because you are afraid that if you take too long to forgive, they will leave. Slowly, the question in your mind begins to change. You no longer ask, "Is this person truly good for me?" You only ask, "What do I have to do so they will not leave?" And that is when love turns into an audition. You try to say the right thing, react the right way, endure the right amount, sacrifice the right parts of yourself, just to be chosen one more time. But someone who truly loves you will not make you shrink yourself just to keep them close. If you have to betray your own needs to keep someone, what you are holding on to is not love. It is emotional dependence. The way to stop chasing rejection is not to become cold, and it is not to pretend that you do not need anyone. The first way is this: do not answer your fear immediately. When you want to send another message, when you want to explain more, when you want to ask if they still care, pause for a moment and ask yourself, do I truly want connection? Or am I only trying to reduce my anxiety? Those two things are very different. Connection comes from calm. Chasing usually comes from fear. The second way is this: look at the pattern, not at one kind moment. One warm message does not erase days of coldness. One beautiful apology does not erase a repeated cycle. One time they come back does not mean they are truly choosing you. Look at how they treat you when they know you are still afraid of losing them. The third way is this: let the person who does not choose you reveal themselves. You do not need to convince anyone to see your value. You do not need to perform more just to be treated kindly. And you do not need to turn love into a permission slip to stay. If someone is only good to you when you betray yourself, then they do not love the real you. They only love the version of you that is easy to control. Someone who truly chooses you will not make you live in a constant audition. And freedom begins when you stop trying to prove your worth to someone who has gotten used to seeing you as an option. The fear of rejection does not make you weak, but if you do not recognize it, it will turn you into someone who is very easy to pull away from yourself, easy to send another message, easy to explain more, easy to apologize first, easy to forgive too quickly, easy to lower your boundaries, just to keep someone who is not truly choosing you. But you do not need to beg for anyone's presence. You do not need to live in a state of waiting, wondering if today they will be warm or cold. You do not need to betray yourself just to stay in someone else's life. The right person will not make you shrink yourself to be loved. The wrong person will make you confuse anxiety with love. And here is the coldest truth. Not everyone who makes you afraid of losing them deserves to be kept. So the next time someone turns cold, do not rush to chase. Do not rush to prove yourself. Do not rush to ask where you went wrong. Observe. Do they truly need space? Or do they just want to see how easy you still are to control? If this video reached something in you, comment one word below. Chase, silence, anxiety, or boundary. Which reaction does the fear of rejection pull you into the most? And remember this, freedom begins when you stop treating someone else's choice as proof of your own value.